Hello everyone, my name is Pooja. Today's date is 4 July. Today's video topic name is Polymorphism in the Java. Polymorphism means many form. Poly means many and morphism means forms. Uh, one a polymorphism, in that polymorphism, one action performed in a different ways. For example, human, in the classroom, human is behave like a student. In their house, they behave like a son, daughter, and in their surrounding, as like they have to behave in a different personality or different behavior in a different area. Another example is water. Water is in a solid or liquid form. So one action in a different or multiple forms, it is called as a polymorphism. In the polymorphism, there are two types: compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So first is a compile time polymorphism. In a compile time polymorphism is also called as a static polymorphism or early binding polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is in high speed execution. Compile time polymorphism is achieved due to the method overloading. So what is meant by method overloading? When two or more methods have the same name but different parameter, then it is called as a method overloading. For example, int int add in a bracket int I, and just print the I, and another method int add in bracket int I comma int j, and print the I and j. So there are two methods which name has same, but it contains the different parameters. So method overloading is achieved by three ways. First is in same name and in the same classes, and third is by changing the arguments. Means method overloading is achieved by two ways: to changing the number of arguments and changing the data type of argument. For example, there is a display method. For there is a sum method, sum in bracket int a comma int b, and there is sum string a comma string b. So these two methods have the same name in this present in same class, but it contains the different data types. It also contains the same number of parameters, but it contains different data types. It is also called as the method overloading. So we cannot achieve the method overloading, just change the data type of method. So we can achieve the method overloading by just changing the number of data types and changing number of arguments. Second is the runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism is occurs at the runtime. It is also called as the dynamic and the dynamic binding. Runtime polymorphism is achieved by the method overriding. So what is meant by method overriding? Child class have the same method which we have to declare in the parent class. Then it is called as a method overriding. In a method overriding, there is an easy relationship is present. So for example, there is a class child and class parent. Child class contains the display method, and that print the I am in a child class, and parent class as same method display which contain I am in the parent class. So when we have to create an object and call the method, the child class object method will be called. So it is called as a method overriding. Means child class having the same method which we have to declare in the parent class, and it contains the easy relationship in the runtime polymorphism. Let's see the difference between compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism occur at compile time. Runtime polymorphism occur at runtime. In the compile time polymorphism, execution speed is high. In the runtime polymorphism, execution speed is slow. In a compile time polymorphism is achieved by method overloading. So when two or more methods having the same name but different parameter, then it is called as a method overloading. And in a runtime polymorphism is achieved by method overriding. Child class have the same method which we have to declare in the parent class, or child class have the same method as the parent class, so it is called as a method overriding. In a compile time polymorphism is also called as static binding, and the runtime polymorphism is also called as the dynamic binding.